fruit of the trees of the garden, but the fruit of the trees which is in the midst of the garden, God said, you shall not eat of it. Neither shall you taste, lest you shall die. But this is now, the tree of life is in the midst of the garden. Now, now we don't know if the tree of knowledge is in the midst of the garden. He only say here in the 5 that and the tree of life in the midst of the garden, also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So now we don't know if in the midst of the garden there's the word and, the tree of the, so maybe the tree, surely the tree of life is in the midst of the garden, but not the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So, so God took man and put him in the Garden of Eden to dress it, to actually guard it, to work it and to guard it. Wow, they've minimized these words so heavily. To dress and keep it against that, and it's like giving care, but actually the word is actually to work it and to guard it, defend it. Hey, they've minimized that word so heavily. They think they are smart. They think they talk about the garden. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, every tree of the garden you may freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it you shall surely die. Now, you don't talk about the midst, you just talk about the tree. So now the devil asks, is it true that you cannot eat of all the trees? Then Eve say, we can eat except from the tree in the midst of the garden. So this is interesting. So the woman said, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God said, you shall not eat. You shall surely die. All right. So, a little bit confusion here. She referenced actually to the tree of knowledge, which God said, if you eat of it, you shall surely die. Because it's not the tree of life, tree of knowledge, not the tree of life, you need the tree of life. You need probably a tree of knowledge also, and a tree that's good for food, and a good tree that's pleasant to look at. Eve looked at the tree of knowledge. So, interesting. When the woman saw the tree, surely a reference now to the tree of knowledge. You see here the devil reference to the tree. He said, God know the day you eat of, your eyes shall open and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So here's the word good and evil. So he reference to the tree of, now I don't know if the devil have heard what God said to Adam, but Eve is a little bit, if she's in the midst of the garden. Now, we don't know if both of the trees, but we know that the tree of life is in the midst of the garden. We don't know if the tree of knowledge, because there's other trees also. So it's just a line of trees he mentioned. So here he refers to the tree of good and evil. Mm-hmm. And then when the woman saw the tree, as now we assume was the tree of knowledge of good and evil, was good for food, and it was pleasant for the eyes, and the tree to be desired to make one wise. Mm-hmm. Now this is actually very interesting. So it actually talk about the body, the soul, and the spirit here. Mm-hmm. She took of the fruit thereof and did eat and give also to the husband. Now, the desire, normally the spirit is a force, it's a power, is a will. Mm-hmm. Can you stand there?
True. Strong push force.
Can you stand there? Mm-hmm. It's a fire for the rocket.
Oh. That's why I feel such a fire. Oh, it's in the spirit level today.
A desire to become one. Now, we are redeemed, man is redeemed in all wisdom. Which are the root of all the levels of wisdom of the soul. So the soul is like an image, a shadow, a fake, reflection. Mm-hmm. The moon of the sun. The moon is just a reflection. Mm-hmm. They have light, but it's just the light comes actually from the sun, not from the moon. So the soul is like a reflection. It's like a moon. Mm-hmm. Okay. So here it describes the place of the tree of knowledge. It also now included the other trees, which we say there in the beginning. So there's 4 categories God make of the trees. Good for food, pleasant to look at. Then he say the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and then the tree of life. So you make 4 categories. Now here, if you look at the tree of knowledge, you can see it's in the 3rd category because it included also the tree, pleasant to look at, organized, and the tree that's good for food. This is the physical here. But here then she qualified the knowledge of good and evil. So, would you say the desire to become wise? So it means the 2 places above the soul. The one is the Son of Man, and the other has to do with the Spirit, or it reflects this. Now, all right.
Okay.
So surely the tree of knowledge of good and evil have a high place. Surely I included now, according to these suggestions of these words, the spirit and the living soul. But it do not include it, the tree of life. So the tree of life is not the tree of knowledge. It's probably close to the tree of knowledge. So here, if you look at the tree and you see all the characteristics of the tree of knowledge. All right, so
desire to be wise is, you said, it's a reflection
of this tree, can you stand there? Desire to be wise. And surely Solomon talked extensively about wisdom. Now he talked not about the spirit, very little. You say spirit are for the healing of the body. Actually, the spirit is also for all the wisdom of man. The word all is like superior to the soul. Can you stand it? Now we say the heart of man, we talk here about the heart of man, we just identify are the center of faith. Now faith is evidence, thought of which must be worked out then into the soul. Can you stand there? And after it's worked out in the soul, it must be implemented in the physical. So, surely, here, even you open here now, Genesis, it already revealed very complex concepts, which only here in the New Testament are expanded on heavily. But here, all these elements are already set. So, here, and all the other trees are derived from this tree. So surely this is now start of the lesson. The tree is in the middle. Now, surely at the end, God, the Bible reference it again. And God said, behold, man hath become one of us to know good and evil. Now lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. So, surely the tree, here he reference to the tree of good and evil. You see, men have become as one of us to know good and evil. Can you stand them? So, some people say this is sarcasm or whatsoever, but here's the statement. So there's nothing wrong with the tree of good and evil. He said, and now the next step, let he put forth his hand. The hand means let he work on it, and take also. So now God includes also, let he take also not only from the tree of knowledge, but he take also of the tree of life and eat to live forever. All right, so surely here some of the confusions we are trying to address. Now it seems that the whole story of the second chapter and also here the third chapter try primarily around this tree. Now the Bible tells us in the middle of the garden. Now the thing is, nothing I mention about this tree anymore. Then you start reading the Old Testament. It starts talking about the law, and Solomon talk about wisdom, and the prophets try to prophesy, but there's no mention of this tree. You understand me?
Yes.
So even in the Gospels, the first three Gospels, is very little mention of anything reference to the tree. But according to the story, this tree are in the middle of paradise. This is the essence for paradise. If you want a paradise, this is the roots from where paradise will come from. All right, so this is now interesting. What does it mean? So if you have not the root, you won't have paradise. Now, normally people say, there's trouble in paradise. What I mean, there's trouble in the relationship between the man and the wife and the man, husband and the wife. But the reference of paradise, now surely the women are part of paradise. And here God say, if man have become one less, he put his hand and take also of the tree of life. So surely this is what man must do. We say, all right, what does man do? He say, he have to work the ground. And the woman must raise the children. But here he say, what man must do. Not only take from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and here Eve have say actually the desire to become wise, but he must also, one of his tasks is to take from the tree of life. So he say, reach out his hand. This is his work. This is his task. This is his destiny. This is what he must be busy with. Mm-hmm. Now we know men are busy with the ground. Mm-hmm. Today, the excellent people are engineers. We have built a good medium to write his logic in. So he's busy with his soul primarily, although it is connected to the physical world. But he order built on the pleasantness of the tree. Now, surely the root qualification already recognize that man needs the engineers need some innovation. So this is the words. I use this word, but to get some new thought lines, actually very difficult. And so a new thought line is like a new world. Now we know the new thought lines come out of the heart of man, which are the center of faith, which are the new creation, which are not seen. Now, surely then, through all the elements of the soul, you can build the light which is in the heart of man. Now, to get the light of the wisdom in man's heart, you need the desire, you need the spirit. Now, surely, this is now already too abstract for the normal person. Just to be smart, to have faith, to have new ideas, very difficult. To wake up with a new vision or a new idea or new solution is not so common. It's also not so easy. How do you reach to the new revelation, the new light, the new picture you see? All right, so, but now surely all these efforts are busy to build a paradise for us now. So as they are more innovative, there's a better paradise. There's a better car, there's a better rocket, there's a better communication, a better cell phone. Just build a better life for us. There's a better protection, better independence, and so on, as we go forward. That we can protect ourselves better. So here, guard the garden and work the garden. So we find ours as very cheap to protect you. Now, the whole element of the garden of the government was to protect. So they have an army and they have a law. And you choose some people to make a law and to fund the army. Now, surely they have tried corrupt in all governments. There's not a single government that have not misused this powers which was given. That nobody is noble. Nobody is honest. There's not a single one. Not in we thought America is a little bit honest, but there's no honesty.
Yes.
There's just one crooks after another crooks. And surely, but as we can protect ourselves, so we have to protect ourselves. It's very easy, very cheap to protect. Now, you don't need a big government to protect you. It's very cheap. We have just encryption routine, which cannot decrypt it with whatsoever power you have. You can have all the electricity in the world, all the computers in the world, but you cannot break the encryption. So you cannot know what I plan, what I think, what I can patent my idea, and nobody can know it. I can have my Coke recipe encrypted, and nobody can know it. I can encrypt whatsoever secret I have discovered, and with all the powers of China and America and Russia, with all you cannot decrypt it. So if you cannot decrypt it, I can have a spy any place because they don't know where the spy is. They don't know. They cannot look. They cannot see it. It is in the dark as a ghost. So it's actually very cheap to protect ourselves. If you can protect, you bring a surprise to your enemy because you don't know where you are. He cannot predict. He cannot prepare to outperform you. All right. So the the digital protection are essential because if you don't digital protect, the guy can know your address, even if he's in America. He can know your movement, even if he's in America. Can you stand there? He can know what's the exact day and time I start moving my car here, go to Penny, how long how long I stop there, and when I move back, and what is the route I follow to here. So with the digital, he can control the physical. You don't have to have the physical. He don't have to be here. So China don't have to have an officer there check you out. Are you speeding or past a traffic light or whatsoever? They have just a camera, which is a digital observation. Or not even a camera. They enforce you to put on your phone a certain app, and the app traces your GTP and a lot of other things. What you say, and so on. They have a phone. And how stronger you make the phone, they take over the phone, take over the video of the phone, take over the audio of the phone, everything you type in the phone, where you go, how fast you move, all these things the phone can tell them. That they have a perfect profile of what you look to buy. So a lot of things. You don't know when they put your microphone on. You don't also know when they put your camera on to take photos around you. So they know who you found. So by knowing the digital footprint you made, they can control your physical setup. So if you can protect the digital things, it becomes very difficult for them. 1 billion people is a lot of people. China have never had so much people, except the last, 50 years. To control so many people, each person have a wall, each person is a life form, each person, you need a lot of officers. It becomes very expensive. If you can have not the digital, surely they have started by giving you an ID, but it's a very physical thing today. Now they identify your whole digital setup. Now, if you can protect the digital thing, they have to have heavily resources to check you physically out. But today, you can work digital. I can tell they are an officer on this road. This is a strategy. This is how this extra eyes, which you can look now at the enemy also. Not only the enemy can want to look where you are and have massive computers to analyze what you do and train the things what you do so they can have a profile of you. But you can also look now at the enemy, what he do. If you go to, you can take a photo and you can post it. Surely now the big companies want to censor anything they don't want you, other people want to have to hear. You cannot say the election was stolen. You cannot say that. Then they put your thing off. You cannot even say the word Trump. Then they put your video off. And all right, so The problem is if you can ensure encrypt the digital world, protect is one of protect the garden, but it protect everything in the garden, cancer in the physical life and the pleasant, the psychological, the digital. If you can protect it, it becomes very difficult and very expensive. And then the people are more capable. They are not just farmers, which have no influence. They can sit here in Africa and organize something in America. They can sit any place in Moscow and hack your cyber thing because the government have not secure their system. They think they are secure, but they are not secure. They have top secrets this and a top secret that. But now each person have a top secret that not a single other person and those with concentrated massive power cannot penetrate. So the moment you can digital protect it, you limit the central powers. So now they need a lot of power. Each one must live in your house, but even they live in your house, you can still organize something with your phone to come and attack if you have resources. You pay somebody with Bitcoin and he come and take the guy out in your house or which check you out. So it becomes difficult because you gain a lot of powers because of the digital world, but their digital powers, they cannot intrude to you. So if they do something wrong, you can protest without they knowing it. And then you can take them surprise, and their access and control is now spread out. So they lose their power, they lose their influence, they lose their execution of their policies. They lose their enforcement. They think they can enforce, but they cannot enforce if the digital world explode. So how can they enforce then? So now you have to say, all right. So, but now the Bible say, even when you open the Bible, you say there's a tree of life in the middle of paradise. You say, what can give you paradise? Why then? Why the Bible are not full? Psalm say you have to get wisdom for a health and for riches. You need to have your soul develop. You have to listen to teachings of your mother. And the instructions of your father. You see, there come the instructions. You later you talk about righteous. You have to have clear principles for your business. Surely he start promoting for your paradise you need wisdom. And he say, all right, I have built a paradise for me. I've built the cities, I've built gardens, I've built the fruit trees, I've get slave singers, and I've get everything, the most beautiful music. I have get everything my heart desired. This is paradise. But then later he say, well, but I'm going to lose my paradise now. It has been a big effort in wisdom, and we do know today if we expand the digital arena domain, we build a better paradise. We have a better paradise today. You can just text your mother from any place of the world, and then you can talk to her as if she are next door. to you. This is a paradise. Otherwise, you separated, nothing happened, and whatsoever. And treasures can be transferred through the world. You can transfer your gold easily into your account, and then you have the gold. And surely this is all the digital world we have built, which is a better paradise. So the Chinese say for the children, you go to study because then you will have a paradise. If you don't study, you won't have paradise. Learn Bill Gates for your paradise. So we are say what our paradise must be. Now surely the top people have figured out you have to have innovation. You have to be a positive person. Somebody say something negative about Marcy firing. Can't stand it. He want to hear a solution. He will say if there's a real problem, you're gonna just attack his character for no reason. He get very upset. Here they give the coordinates of his airplane. He get upset. He say, "You put my children in danger. You cannot do that." They have not security. They have not security. They have nothing. They have thing to develop the digital world, but they have not think of the security. They have not implement security. So now any engineer know a little bit can hack your information, and the big companies make a big business out of capturing your information, and they are in bed with the governments. So now the governments have more control, more power, and they have to do lesser. All right, but the moment we can protect it, now surely that bring a better paradise. So surely to say where is the people that have new ideas. We have built now a lot of systems that if you have your new idea, we can fastly implement. In the past, you have a new idea, you cannot implement it because you have not built the structures to the new idea. It's very difficult to have a new idea and to implement because the environment, you have not a mental environment. Now you have a lot of elements that can help you. You not only have a book and a pen, you have a computer, you have a computer language to express the idea, you can have designs, not designs, but active designs, you can have calculations to get to the final designs, so all sorts of hope. We just need a new idea. The moment you have the new idea, you don't need the secretary to have short hands to write fast what you say. You can just talk and the idea can come out. You can store the idea, you can publish it, and the whole world can know about this idea very fastly the moment you have. So the implementations of new ideas become much more easier way. All right, so people say you have to have innovation for your paradise. But nobody say you need a spirit. They will talk the most. You might need inspiration. They don't know what the inspiration is. So you need desire for new ideas. There are very few people, they maybe one, two ideas. Einstein have in 1 year 2, 3 ideas about this, and this is the beginning and the end of, and he's now the smartest guy. He have just 1 year when he was 26, he have say something and then afterwards he never say anything. He still tried when he was 60 to bring the whole 4 laws together, but he was never successful. All right, so what is paradise? What's in the middle of paradise? So surely, if somebody have new ideas. He's a very interesting person. If each day he talks some new things to you, who can do that? There may be a few new things when they are young and talk to the woman, and then from then, what do they do? A very few couples make maybe now and then a joke, but this is how far it goes. What are the inspiration? From where does the new ideas come? Now, the Christians have said this is spirit. When people talk about the spirit, what is the spirit? I don't know what is the spirit. Surely the Protestants don't know what is spirit, but the Holy Spirit lead them also. No, they don't know any activities of the Spirit. They don't know the 7 fires of the Spirit, the 7 powers of the Spirit, the 7 powers of the Spirit. Now, at least there's some people say, all right, if I exercise this, now how do you exercise it? How do you get inspiration? I must go out to Hawaii and on my mountain and I have no disturbance, and maybe I will get inspiration for a new idea or new strategy or new solution or for new faith. This is our faith. It brings a hope of the things we have not yet seen. It is a practical evidence, some substance solution as like a seed for hope, for new solution, for new world, for a new tomorrow, for a new type of lifestyle setup. All right, but how do we get inspiration? At least some people after Pentecost, God have given a gift of tongues. And how they speak in tongues. Now, Paul say, if I speak in tongues, my spirit speak. I build myself up. I give myself inspiration. Just the problem how they only speak in tongues, but they never have a new idea. Now and then they have a revelation, but they don't read out the Bible to get some wisdom. They don't study something. They don't exercise their soul. They say, you are the engineer. I am the prophet. I am the spiritual leader. I am the one that must go into the inspiration. Surely you go to the church, but they don't give any inspiration. They make you more bored. So you need Pentecostal, at least those that develop their spirit. Now, surely if just one person decided to develop, he will be given so powerful. But they have decided to develop many other things. Develop the body and develop the tree of pleasant to look at, develop the mind, develop a lot of subject, develop the knowledge. Some business people are very well, they have a goal, they want to expand their business, bring a better product. So surely they have spent a lot of time on many things. Very few have spent time on develop the spirit. They have not spent any time and developed their spirits. So where does this inspiration come? Now, surely here in South Africa we see one of two, Rassie Erasmus, he just speaks in tongues. If I was to speak in tongues, surely he become very powerful, very inspirational. Nobody have that inspiration, that power, because he just spent time on it. But people spend so much time on so many other things. They never spend time on the spiritual levels. And surely there is not just the gifting levels. There's 7 levels. This is just one of the levels of the fires of the Spirit. Surely there's the level of the fruit, the powers of love. What is the power of joy? It has a power inside it. The power of peace. To have a poker face and to be at peace, you have to be very powerful to be peaceful. You have to be very powerful to be joyful. So Peter say, joy unspeakable and full of glory. What is glory? Glory means victory. Where so shall Paul say, faith never fails. So the power of faith, the moment you show kind, you have results. The moment you show this goodness to other people, they come results. This is powerful. This is very powerful to reach out, to do good. It's powerful to have joy in your life. The joy you transfer to other people after they are also joyful. Okay? This is a power. Who can be happy? If the moment they are happy, they can make other people happy. And this is what people don't want to be happy. Don't they want something that bottling up in them, which are too good for words, which are too sharp to a best solution, to good victory over the enemy that you want to jump. This is joy of jump. So that your joy can be full. So this is a power. So each of the fruits are elements of power. Just be a little bit patient. There's a power. If you give up too fastly, not patient, you lose. Sometimes just keep on a little bit in that direction. The destiny is just around the corner. You just don't see it now. Just continue. Something are going to happen there if you follow this road, a good road. All right, so each of the 7 fires, so I just don't mention the one fire is the gifts. Gifts of prophecy, gifts of tongue, if you start manifesting. So Rian get better in his prophecy, something that develop. Same with your tongues. Your tongues are developed, but who do it? Your power of the fruits must be developed. Surely it's a power. Surely the Bible talk about the sword of the Spirit. So Paul saying the Spirit teach us words. Plant a burden in our life. So surely the Spirit reveal. He prayed that you have the Spirit of wisdom, this is man, and of revelation. He reveals things to you. Surely he bring the light of man inside him. So he have a sword. He said, put on the sword of the Spirit, which are the word of God. So the Spirit have also a word, powerful word. So as your spirit are building up, you will get a word. So now you have a prophet, stronger prophecy, better burden. You have a strong word. He say, teach us words. So first the light, and then there's a word. So what we need to describe it. All right, but the Spirit of fire say you have to be baptized with the Holy Spirit and fire. So this is a power. This is the 2 root things of the Spirit. One have to do with fire, real fire. All right. So there's 7 powers of the Spirit, which you have to develop. Now, if you have to develop your knowledge base and your understanding to play stock and your innovation, much more you have to develop your spirit. But this is not in the middle of the garden. What is the source of paradise? What is the source of the 7 powers of the Spirit? What is the source of the offering of the Spirit? So Peter saying, be a living stone to a spiritual house, doing spiritual sacrifices. There is spiritual sacrifices, spiritual prices. You have the spiritual efforts you make. So surely Paul say, but spiritual exercise. So you have to exercise. You say, physical exercise is very hard. The spiritual exercise is harder to break through. You start here very far out. You are not have not a breakthrough. But what is the source of the 7 powers of the Spirit? What is the source of visions? What is the source of more powerful speaking in tongues? This is the tree of life. This is in the middle of the garden. Now surely the spiritual thing are already very powerful. This is inspiration. But according to the message here in the beginning, surely we hear about the Spirit. God blew the Spirit in Adam. But the next thing he emphasized is say, I have put a tree of life in the middle. This means not in the middle of a garden he planted, this is the middle of man. He have planted a tree. The tree of paradise is in the middle. Now surely we have to word, the relationship, the love relationship of marriage, this is paradise. Now surely the woman say, I want to find love. In my love, I want to fall in love. I know this guy, but not fall in love. I know that guy, not fall in love. I know that guy, fall in love. But here I find the guy who just fall in love. I just want to feel how it is to fall in love. We see some people fall in love. They act sometimes a little bit strange. All the other things become lesser important. And things become now very serious after this abstract gold or treasure they lose. It's just another fish in the water. There's many other fish. No, they fall in love with this fish. This fish, just as the eyes was open for this just one fish. There's many other fishes also. Now if that fish go away, the world go away. Can't stand everything go away. See, but you have other treasures. Look at the other treasures. No, it start having a real effect on them. All right, so, but this is where is this paradise? Where is this abstract thing that can happen between people? They can become friends. Other people, they never become friends. What is this? Show me this. Where is the gold? Where is the friendship? Where is the happiness between the friends? What is the eagerness to connect it with the friend? Why? Waste of time is just let us work for gold. Now we start realizing you need a relationship between countries, otherwise they make war, otherwise there's not trade, otherwise you have a lot of advantage. You have to have relationship with your customers, otherwise your business go to you. There's always, what is this thing? To do something good and the guy feel good. No, it's not this. There's many good guys, but the woman have fallen just with one guy, and he's maybe not even as handsome as the others, and so smart and rich as the others. Why? What have happened? What is so abstract? Yes, the tree of life is inside you. This is the root of your paradise. Surely we say, Solomon say, wisdom, the root of your paradise. Mm-hmm. Surely some say, no, I have also to find love. I have to have good friendships. This is my paradise. Otherwise I feel alone. But the Bible say the tree of life, the root of your paradise. You say, wow, I have my gold, I have my friends, but I have not found love.
You had an interesting subject. Talk to your friends. There's no friends.
They don't say, surely, but you can talk to others. Also, the subject is no friendship can stand there. So the friendship are just revealed also through the other thing. You play your golf, but you talk important business deal.
You see, after the lawyer preach, he got no friend. After I preach, I got
so many friends, so many favor.
Preach.
All right, you need paradise. You need the tree of life. Otherwise, you have not paradise. Why are the people attractive? Because of the tree of life. This brings you paradise. Do you want to be powerful in the spirit?
Mm-hmm.
You need the tree of life. Do you want to be powerful, have new ideas for new jokes? Mm-hmm. You need the tree of life there in the middle. Don't think you will get your jokes just by thinking. So we have dry up and have to spend and isolate and have no disturbances for a week to get another joke.
It's not from that, it's not new.
It's not new. You need the freshness of the tree of life. This is your inspiration, and this is your new light for your new ideas, for your new jokes, for your new operation. All right. What is in the middle of paradise?
Tree of life.
The tree of life. You can say many other things are important. But the tree of life. Your paradise. Do you really want paradise? Then you need the tree of life. You say, I have so many new ideas, solve so many problems, but I still seek. I can't even say, wow, the powers of the Holy Spirit work in me. Revelations work in me. Love is bigger than the revelation. You can make many things. But eventually, this is not the middle of paradise. It's close to paradise. That give you the desire or the intent, the power for your wisdom. They have classified it. But this is still part of the tree of knowledge. You shall surely die, even with the spirit. The spirits will stop. You need the tree of life for the Spirit to continue, the Spirit to be full, the Spirit to manifest all its 7 fires in your life. You need the tree of life. For the most difficult elements of the Spirit, this is the blood of the Spirit, the sacrifice of the Spirit. Bring spiritual sacrifices. This is very difficult. It will drain you. You need a tree of life to refresh yourself again. This is your paradise. What will bring paradise? Not just wisdom, not just innovation, not just education, not just a healthy body, not just gold, not even inspirations, not even all the gifts of the Spirit. What brings you paradise are the tree of life. Can you understand? So today is that you need a tree of life. You need life for your souls of a good life. If you have not the tree of life, even you have many of the other things, you still don't have paradise. What is the solution of man? Paradise. Yeah, our technology will take us in paradise. Solomon have worked it out. Say, no, wisdom will take me in paradise. Make her your sister. Go for her. Work on this. Spend time. Get smarter. This is your paradise. You see here, because I don't know now anymore. What's the reason of my wisdom? You have to go further. You need the tree of life. The tree of life will support all the inspiration, will keep the inspiration going. You say, wow, when I'm young I have some inspirations, I'm dreaming, but now I'm getting old, my inspirations go a little bit lower. I just have experience now. I've not ambition anymore, I've no inspiration, no, I've no new real things, I just work on old things, which I know. You need a tree of life. Can you guys understand? Here in the beginning of the Bible say, in the middle of your garden, the tree that's pleasant to look on, this is your mind, in the middle of that, even in the middle of the tree of knowledge, or desire to become wise, which is as noble as you can get. Even all the Chinese parents say, oh, you play chess, yes. If you become wise, this is noble, this is what you have to do. This is paradise, this is what they predict you have to do. But what parents say, no, not just study, pray in the Spirit. No parents will say that. Even the Pentecostal parents won't say it. Because this is the source of your inspiration, the source of your wisdom, the source of your goals. This is your real goals. The fire of the Spirit. Without the fire of the Spirit, what push you? What push your faith? Your faith will wither down without the Spirit and promotion. So if you speak in tongues, your faith will grow. You see, the Pentecostals have a little bit more faith than the Protestants. They're also a little bit more successful than the Protestant. They must just bring their things more out. They have to be exercise the Spirit, have a promise for everything. Can you stand them? And this is the gateway into life. But life is the center of the tree. How was we saying now? There it stands in the beginning. And the tree of life in the middle of the garden. There it stands. So with all these things, we promise people the treasures of paradise. I haven't heard nobody say the tree of life are in the middle. This is the Moses saying, you have to walk in the Spirit. This is what you have to do. You have to get revelation. No, the tree of life is in the middle. Even you need the supply of the Spirit. You need the source of the Spirit. Otherwise, the Spirit won't be there forever. Can you stand? So this is how the message. I'm sure there's many other messages also, which the Bible say. Now the source of man is the Spirit. This is the truth. So Jesus said, "This is the Spirit of truth." He said, "I am the true vine. You are the branches. The branches is man." Can you stand there? The truth, wine, represent the Spirit. So the Spirit are very important. But the real paradise, now paradise has to do with a garden, has to do with life, has to do with things growing, some things progress, things get better, things enhance. If you really want increase, you need this tree of life. You have to eat from it. You have to pay the price to work the tree of garden. You have to reach your hand out and take off the fruit of this tree of life. This will be your paradise in life. You say, well, if I can just find love, this is my paradise. Others say, well, if I can just find gold, this is my paradise. Everyone says, if I can just find the answer to this problem, is my paradise. If I can just build a better house, this is my paradise. Others say, if I can just be as smart as that guy, this is my paradise. Others say, well, if I can just be as powerful as that anointed, this is my paradise. No, your paradise are the tree of life. This is the message the Bible says. In the midst of the pleasant tree of your wisdom, of your mind, there is the tree of life. In the midst of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the knowledge maybe point to the Spirit, because it's just knowing, it's just direct, it's not a process. Maybe your wisdom have a process, but the things come from Spirit is just fall out of somewhere. The revelation, the vision, the dream, the new idea, the creation, just fall. We don't know how it happens. So in the middle of this tree, even of the Spirit, the tree of life. So just open. Surely God blow the Spirit in man. And he become a living soul. This is the branches. But he says the Spirit of life. Where does the Spirit come? From life. Then he want to emphasize it. He said, I plant a garden. And actually the Spirit of life, he have to access the life. So he say he will access even his Spirit. Even Solomon talk about the Spirit. Surely the New Testament talk much more extensively about the Spirit, and that the Spirit will come back and he will stay forever with us. But Paul say the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus. So he say the Spirit must derive his powers from somewhere. So he say the Spirit will give you life, but he that raised Christ from the death shall quicken your mortal through the Spirit that dwell in you. So surely there's some other sources. Now we could not understood that even here in the opening of Genesis, the emphasis of paradise, and then in the midst of it, this is not a garden somewhere planted in man. Man is the paradise. The baboon is not the paradise. The lion is not the paradise. The beautiful trees in Africa is not the paradise. Better paradise is in the cities. You say, no, it's in Africa. No, there is a more pleasantness, more structure. Some of the cities there in Saudi Arabia look good. Even Chinese cities. If you look at Seoul, it's just a beautiful city. Everything is clean and just a lot of structures, pleasant to look at from a far distance. This is a better paradise. When people want to go to the cities, they don't want to stay on the farms. Why? There's a better paradise. Surely there's higher levels of paradise. All right, but in the center of all this things, why is there a city? Somebody have things, somebody have built, somebody have structure, somebody have design, somebody have make it pleasant, has put order in it, efficiency in it, whatsoever. It comes from inside. So therefore the tree of life is inside you. And that is the source. From that source, it's not something somebody will sometimes have. Surely here the first church is say, see where you have fallen away. You have seen the tree of knowledge, even the spiritual was all you need. Just the innovation is all you need. This is what you say, no, but you need something higher than that. You need life. So the gospel start building on the Old Testament till it reach here. What John starts saying, he start talking about life, but surely he go now further. For how many thousands of years they have Genesis, they've never reached Genesis. Now John starts saying, he say, yeah, let me talk a little bit, which was from the beginning. We have touched it and see it about the word of life. So surely he starts saying these other things more than life. But if you want to have paradise, you want to grow continually, you never stop growing, never stop inspiration, never stop being powerful, never stop having a breakthrough, never stop your joy, never stop your overcoming love, which Paul says, love never fails. If you show love, you have successes where you can. You find favor with people. If you are not so cold, if you're more warm, outreaching to people, it never fails. It all the time work. So some of those I say, if I want the power come on the person, just love the person. So he's a guy, he's a Chinese, Eastern guy, who's the person, I must reach out and love the person. Don't matter who the person is. Moment I do it, the power operates, works. Moment I'm criticized, just and say, who's the, what's this? Nothing works. But the moment I reach out and say, it never fail, love never fail. It is belief. You said, you cannot believe everything. You cannot bear everything. You cannot hope everything. Some things are, you will fall. You say, no, love never fails. Say, just walk. Joy never fails. If you are happy, you make other people happy. You come in a room, you make everything happy. People like you. If you make them happy, they want to be real. They want to laugh out of their stomach so much. They don't know what have happened, come over them. They laugh with other people's joke, but not so much out of their stomach. Surely it's have a spiritual element. It's not just a good joke. There's also some spiritual things that are transferred, inspirational things. Say, wow, I've never laughed in my life so good. And just simple words, because there's inspiration, there's a freshness in it. So all the things of the Spirit are powerful. This is your real power. This is your real political influence. This is your real outreach. If you are inspiration, you cannot be dead. You have to be inspirational. When you tell your story, Nick will tell his story, say, yeah, it's so simple story, but it sounds so good, the story. How can a simple story sound so good? Because of the spiritual elements. But how good can the story sound if there's life in? Then it sounds it's something else now. It's not just a strong anointing. There's something else, a freshness, something else are continuing this spirit. So surely to learn the ways of the tree of life is not simple. To learn the ways of the Spirit is also not spirit. To have more openings and exercise you in the openings is also not spirit. But also to learn the ways of life is very difficult. And surely there's many ways of life. I've never realized ways, even it's open. I never have realized it. Now, surely I'm going all the time, all from Pretoria, Johannesburg, visit Benny. I cannot listen to music. I cannot listen even to Morris Sorello. I must just be still. Till one day I realize all I have to do just drink for an hour. Then you have the best conversation you can have at work each time. But there's ways of life. So you have just to realize you can use your tree of life, your source of life in many ways. You don't just have to go and pray and do intercession and use it. There's many ways. When you meditate, you can use it. When you read out of the Bible, you can use it. When you get tired, you can just use it. When after you exercise, you can use it. Why not? Why not? Each time you use it, it's like you start a new day. If you have to speak in tongues, you have to use your tree of life. This will help you speaking in tongues. It will help you revive your spiritual powers. This is the source of your spirit. This is also the source of your new ideas. Surely, I put my hands on my fire can, and then I start seeing a vision. Then I say, wow, maybe I can drink also, but maybe this is not to do with the fire. And then the fire comes bigger when I drink, and the vision's clearer. How can we think that you don't have to use the tree of life? This is the center source of your happiness, of your paradise, of your future, of your hope, of your new grip to conquer the enemy. This is to have a new way in somewhere. This is the source. Why don't you drink it? Jesus saying, if you drink this water, you shall never thirst. It will become a source, a fountain for your paradise. It becomes a source, a root, a tree out of which something comes. Why won't you use it? Surely here I have to preach I think too much. I say, "Yeah, today I have no spirit anymore. My spirit is just flat. And here's so many new people. What must I do? I cannot even quote the verse. The verse fall flat. And I try to say, wow, all my energy is now gone. What must I do? Now, so all right, let me drink. So as I preach further, preaching just get better and better. Say, where is all the spiritual outgoing go? Now the word just have anointing. It have just flow. It just penetrate. It's not like a wall. You have to work and just because. If you use your tree of life, something better works. Surely you have to release your spirit. But it will exhaust you. It will dry you up. It will let you go down. After you say, I cannot minister so many people because everyone is so hungry. They take all my spiritual powers out of me. Afterwards, I'm exhausted. But sometimes, if you use your tree of life, you get better. It just get better. The spirit just work better in the tree of life. All right, this is the verse. In the middle of paradise, there is the tree of life. This is the source of your inspiration, your desire, your power, of your wisdom, of your beautiful, pleasant trees, of the soul, as good for food. It will build a garden, it will build a paradise in your life. You just have to take and eat from this tree. This is all. Don't eat too much of the other trees. You will dry up. You have to eat from this tree of life. Your life will be fresh. Your life will be excited. Your life will, the pursuit of happiness will be easy. The pursuit of the power of the Spirit will be easier, will be much stronger, will continue longer. But you have to eat